AI will be the single greatest change to the human experience since the invention of the internet. If you miss this opportunity, it'll be like missing out on buying Bitcoin for $1. Now, there is an AI investing and trading document that works in combination with this video and is essential to have. We'll show you how you can get it completely for free during this video. Also, we're going to break down the massive NVIDIA trade our members and us took piggybacking on the AI boom. First, please hit the like button, as it allows for our team to keep producing more free content on YouTube. So let's dive right into it. The AI market is expected to grow to over $15 trillion by the year 2030. The reason AI is so powerful is because of its deep learning and machine learning capabilities, which at scale will be able to replace human intelligence. AI will be a part of every industry and a part of every aspect of your life, whether you like it or not. So you either use AI to your advantage, or it will take advantage of you. It's as simple as that. Now, as traders and investors, we're going to show you the exact stocks and companies that you should be watching in order to take advantage of the AI boom. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the gold standard in providing the best hardware required to run AI and machine learning applications, with a 75% GPU market share. ChatGPT used 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs to train its model and will require up to 30,000 NVIDIA GPUs to further scale their operation. In this AI gold rush, NVIDIA is essentially selling the picks and shovels to all these companies. Outside of software, NVIDIA also offers their NeMo service, which allows for companies to build out their own solutions through generative AI models. NVIDIA is also launching a supercomputer named the DGX GH200, which will help companies further develop and power their generative AI models. So let's break down the massive NVIDIA trade our members and us took using pure price action and combining it with the AI market bullish momentum. If you watched our Hike and Ashi video we released a while ago, we discussed taking this NVIDIA trade before it took off massively. So let's pull up the NVIDIA weekly time frame. You had a clear moving downtrend through the lower highs and lower lows before a higher low forms, which signals a loss of bearish momentum and the start of a trend change. You then had two trend change confirmations. Trend change confirmation 1 is here through the break of two long-term trend lines and the higher high formation. Trend change confirmation number 2 is here through the break of the key resistance level and higher high. Now, our members and us got in early down here at the right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulders pattern. You had the long wick candles reacting to the key support level and right shoulder. And if you looked inside of this area on a lower intraday time frame, such as the 1 hour time frame, you had an ascending triangle pattern, which shows accumulation occurring from the big guys at the area. And once you had a break above the pattern and higher high, you would go to the even lower intraday timeframes to find an exact entry point using our entry strategy and key tool. Price action always leaves clues and shows its hand way before the big moves happen. To be more specific, the trend change price action you saw occurring on NVIDIA is a reflection of what the big guys and large institutions were doing behind the scenes, meaning closing out their shorts and then loading up on massive buy orders, which resulted in the trend change price action you saw occurring. If the big guys weren't buying up the asset and continued to short, then you would have seen another lower low and lower high, and not the trend change price action that eventually occurred. Now, there were a ton of continuation entries inside of this moving uptrend to scale into your winning position for massive gains, which we cover with our members. So moving on. Microsoft. Microsoft took the AI world by storm when they invested $10 billion into OpenAI, the maker of the popular ChatGPT. They integrated this AI tech into their Bing search engine with their own AI chatbot in an attempt to take away market share from Google's search engine. Microsoft will be integrating GPT features into as many of their products as possible, such as their Office suite, Edge web browser, Microsoft Azure cloud infrastructure services, and so much more, which will only help bolster their entire catalog of products and entice consumers. So when looking at the Microsoft chart and price action, your entry 1 was here at the swing low support level. This double bottom then acted as your trigger event and gave you an upwards directional bias and bullish momentum. The break of the medium-term trend line, followed by the break of the long-term trend line, further confirmed the bullish momentum, and you were looking for long entries. Now, your next entry came here through the pullback to the key support level and backside of the trend line. Now, using just one time frame, you wouldn't be able to enter until after this bullish momentum candle formed here as a trend change confirmation. But now, for an earlier entry point, right inside of this area here, use a lower intraday time frame, such as the 4 hour time frame. You had a double bottom pattern right at the key support level and backside of the trend line from the higher time frame. Place a trend line like this, and once it broke with a higher high, go to the very low intraday timeframes to find an exact long entry point using our entry and exit strategy and key tool. So next, Alphabet. Alphabet, previously known as Google, has been working hard on developing a ChatGPT competitor known as Bard, which is an AI chatbot. Bard can do many things like answer math problems, help you code, help you write, and so much more. Even though things have started on shaky grounds for Bard, the amount of resources and infrastructure available to Alphabet will only help further improve and develop their push into AI dominance. Alphabet has also invested heavily in the AI space over the years, and also offers AI infrastructure and tools through their cloud computing division of Google. So, when looking at the Alphabet chart and price action, entry 1 at the swing low key support zone, entry 2 at the trend line with the moving uptrend, entry 3 at the trend line and recent support level, entry 4 at the break and pullback to support and using the bullish momentum from your previous trade setup trigger event here, entry 5 at the breakout and higher high here after the consolidation symmetrical triangle pattern here and using the bullish momentum from your previous trade setup trigger event here. These are just the obvious trade setups, but there are so many more entry points through the lower intraday timeframes, which we cover with our members. So next, Tesla. Tesla has long been at the forefront of AI through their aggressive push into the autonomous self-driving technology space. They had the largest amount of driving data of any company and used their AI tech to crunch this massive amount of data that forms the backbone of their autonomous self-driving technology. Not only will perfecting self-driving solutions be a game changer for their vehicles, but there also lies huge potential for them to license out this autonomous self-driving technology to other companies. We've seen this occur recently, where Ford had to partner with Tesla in order to gain access to their massive 12,000 supercharger network in the United States and Canada. So, when looking at the Tesla chart and price action, you had a very long wick candle at a key support level, which presented long trade opportunities, as this acts as your trigger event. And once you had an intraday trend change confirmation, you had multiple long continuation entry points. So next, Adobe. Adobe produces a ton of software, everything from content creation to document management to data analytics. They are more well known for their Creative Cloud suite of products that include Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and so much more. Not only is Adobe integrating generative AI tech to their Adobe Creative Cloud for better content creation, they are also integrating AI tech into their Adobe Experience Cloud, which is their customer experience management platform. So when looking at the Adobe chart and price action, you would have identified this key wide zone here with multiple reactions and reversal points. If you look inside of the zone, you had multiple long entry points to the double bottoms inside of the key zone. So next, Amazon. Amazon uses AI to recommend products to consumers on their site. The better their AI functions means the more spending from the consumer, as the products recommended will better suit their needs and desires. Amazon's logistics operation is already AI powered. Everything from the scheduling process to rerouting, and as a whole, making the delivery process more efficient with a higher degree of accuracy. Even their drone delivery implementation will use AI as its foundation. Amazon's AWS hosts AI infrastructure and will continue to become more and more lucrative as these services become even more in demand. Amazon's Alexa also plans to integrate AI chatbot technology similar to ChatGPT. So, when looking at the Amazon chart and price action, you had an inverse head and shoulders pattern, with entry 1 at the right shoulder, or entry 2 here after the trendline break and key level break, where the inverse head and shoulders pattern acted as your reversal trigger event. So next, Palantir. Palantir focuses on AI data mining, but with a hyper focus on government agencies, as well as enterprise businesses. Palantir's government platform, named Gotham, uses AI to crunch massive amounts of data to locate, respond, and address potential external threats. Feels like something out of a sci-fi film, like Minority Report. When looking at the Palantir chart and price action, you had a clear moving downtrend through the lower highs and lower lows, before a higher low forms, which signals a loss of bearish momentum and the start of a trend change. This is also an imperfect head and shoulders pattern, which again is trend change price action. Now, there were many long entry points on this asset on the lower intraday timeframes, but one simple trend change confirmation came through the higher high here that broke the neckline and broke through the key zone. So next, Micron Technology. Micron Technology is a computer chip maker, As demand for AI increases, so will the demand for Micron's high-caliber storage hardware and memory, which is used to run AI solutions, such as self-driving cars and data centers. So when looking at the Micron chart and price action, you had a clear moving downtrend to the lower highs and lower lows, before you had a same low form, showing momentum loss from the sellers. Entry 1 was here, at the swing low support level. Entry 2 was at the right shoulder of your imperfect head and shoulders pattern, where the head is a double bottom pattern that also acts as your trigger event and bullish momentum. There were then a ton of long continuation entries inside of this trend on the lower intraday timeframes, as this trade setup here acted as your trigger event that gave you your upwards directional bias and bullish momentum. So next, Meta. Meta's AI is what determines the best content for the user on their Facebook and Instagram feed. The better their AI works will mean the more accurately aligned, interest-based content will be recommended to the user, which means they'll stay longer on the platform, but more importantly, engage more, which results in more ad clicks and revenue. Meta is also spending heavily on building out their data centers and on GPU technology. Zuckerberg himself has stated that AI will impact every single one of Meta's products. So when looking at the Meta chart, you had a false breakout at a key support level on the monthly time frame. If you looked at the weekly time frame, the break of the trendline confirmed the false breakout from the monthly time frame and presented a ton of long trade setups through the lower intraday timeframes. So next, Oracle. Oracle is a provider of software, hardware, and cloud computing infrastructure, which is AI compatible and has implemented AI tech into its supply chain applications. They also have a multi-year partnership with NVIDIA to speed up AI adoption and AI capabilities for their enterprise services. So when looking at the Oracle chart and price action, Entry 1 through the false breakout at the recent swing low support level. This then also acts as your trigger event and bullish momentum for your next trade setups. You had a break of trendline and higher high before you had a pullback entry here at the key level. You had a break of key resistance and a pullback entry here at the key support zone. So next, Arista Networks. Arista Networks is a cloud networking solution supplier and is a big player in the accelerated AI infrastructure build-out. As AI demand surges, so will the workload, and as a result, there will be increased reliance on infrastructure supplied from Arista Networks. So, when looking at the Arista chart, Entry 1, Entry 2, Entry 3, and so many more through the lower intraday timeframes. So next, ASML Holding, NV. ASML manufactures photolithography systems and a multitude of other equipment that is essential to the fabrication of semiconductors. Their lithography tools are required for AI chip manufacturing. Their demand is also very strong in China and from IBM. So when looking at the ASML chart, here's the price action we saw. So next, C3 AI. C3 AI is a SaaS company whose entire focus is on AI and providing the ability for companies to be able to deploy large AI applications. They have a partnership with Alphabet to develop AI applications on the Google Cloud infrastructure. One of many users is the US Air Force, which uses C3 AI for a host of features, one of which is being able to predict possible aircraft system failures. So when looking at the C3 AI chart and price action, there were multiple long entry points on the lower intraday timeframes, which we cover more in depth inside of the free document that works in combination with this video, so don't forget to grab that. So next, Baidu. Baidu is the largest search engine in China. Essentially, it's their Google. Baidu launched their AI chatbot known as Ernie, which is their ChatGPT competitor. They have invested heavily in AI over the years and have a cloud computing unit and infrastructure that supports AI integration and capabilities. IBM. IBM sells AI and ML services through their Watson Products division. Watson Studio is also used to build and scale AI applications. IBM has acquired many AI companies over the years, including DataBand, Instana, and Turbonomic. Now, there's also ETFs you can invest in instead of buying individual stocks. These ETFs hold a basket of AI stocks and assets. Now, knowing what AI stocks to look at and follow is just step one. You cannot just jump in blindly into a stock. Getting in when price is too high means you get caught holding the bag once institutions start cashing out. Getting in too early during a pullback means it can keep pulling back and you're caught holding the bag again. So if you want to learn more about exact entry and exit points, and to access a ton of advanced content that won't ever be made available on YouTube, head on over to our website at wisetrade.com. So as promised, To get access to our free AI trading and investing guide, use this link on screen. The link is also available in the description below. The document goes in depth on the price action breakdown of all the AI stocks covered in this video and so much more. As always, let us know in the comments below right now what topics you want us to cover next. Don't forget to hit the like button as it allows for our team to continue to produce more free YouTube videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.